Infected Mushroom is a psychedelic trance-based duo from Israel. With over 150,000 albums sold and close to 500,000 people seeing them live, the duo is among the top trance acts of all time. And now, they just released their 5th album called I'm the Supervisor. With me now is Ezra Nimet, also known as Duvdev. Welcome, guys, to Toronto and the government. First of all, a listener of the show wanted to know how you came up with your name.
Well, the name of the band, there used to be a band like that in Israel before called Infected Mushroom. They used to do like new age music, new wave, and they stopped doing music, and then just we took the name. And about I'm the Supervisor, we were stuck in an apartment in Switzerland after a gig, and then we needed a taxi to go to the airport because nobody was there to take us. So we called like the information and asked the guy if he was the supervisor, and he told him I'm the supervisor, and then we asked for a taxi number, so this is the name of the album.
You guys have spent the last week within the country. How does Canada's dance scene compare to other places you visited in the last year?
Now it's, I think now it's become one of the best places to be, Canada, party-wise, because the people are really into it and coming to get mental on the dance floor. So we like it.
Okay, you're heading back home to Israel after tonight's gig. Do you find that the turbulence within the country affects your music?
Me and Erez are used to the turbulence in Israel, so it doesn't affect us. We talk to a lot of people here in Canada that ask this question, but what you hear in the news is like a little bit exaggerated. It's not as bad as it seems. And when me and Erez are in Israel, we try not to think of the politics and do music, so it doesn't affect us.
With such a tight tour schedule, how do you find the time to chill out and relax? And what do you do to get away from it all?
No time. In the middle of the tour, it's like every day flying, sound check, party, a little bit of sleep, so not much time for ourselves. But when we have time, when we come home, enough time.
I've had the opportunity to talk to a lot of live acts such as New Energy and Fusion Lab 4. What do you think your biggest problem is in doing a live gig?
The biggest problem that show-wise, I mean, we are not a lot of people on stage and not enough. We don't care about the show. We care about the music and to give the crowd the best music possible. But we need to improve the show. That's it.
What has been your biggest mishap on the way or at an event?
Sometimes we play in parties and the computer falls down and it doesn't, it takes time to restart it, and usually we prepare a backup, but in one of the parties we didn't, so like 5,000 people waited for like 20 minutes. It's not so fun.
Where do you two get your music from?
If it's like trance music, and what we are doing is from the other DJs which are good friends of ours, and we listen a lot of MTV like everybody, and a lot of music, and if we like something we buy it.
Your new album has just been released. How long did it take you to produce it?
It took us like 1 year to produce I'm the Supervisor, and give or take because of the going and coming, so 1 year.
What new song in the album do you think is the definition of Infected Mushroom?
We try not to have a definition of Infected Mushroom. This is the whole point. So I think each track represents something else about our music. But we try not to have a definition. We try to change from track to track, not always successfully, but this is the point.
Cities of the Future is the first single off the album. Are there any other DJ-friendly tracks that you look to release?
I don't know if in a single wise, because the album came out already and it's too late to give another single out, but I think I'm the Supervisor is very DJ friendly, and a lot of the tracks in the album you can play.
In the September edition of iDJ, John 00 Fleming called you guys, quote, the god of psytrance. How does this feel to be presented as one of the best from the top DJs in the world, let alone in just the psytrance scene?
It's a big compliment from 00 Fleming, this review in DJ Magazine, and we're really happy that somebody is noticing us from the other departments like DJs and stuff of the house scene. I don't know so much about Gods of Trance, but we are working very hard to sound like how we sound.
How many times have you been to the Gov so far?
This is our fourth time. This is our this is our fourth time. Yeah, here.
And what keeps you coming back?
Well, to mainly tell the truth, the first time we came here, the crowd was very hard by accepting us, because we fell from the sky for them. But then we came for the second time, it was really, really good. Third time, really good. So coming again today, it's a hard night because it's with Armin van Buuren and Max Graham, which play completely different story from us. This is the point, you know. In Israel, I'm very easy to compete with them, but here, you know, I don't know which crowd is going to come, the diversity and stuff like that. So it's going to be interesting.
And finally, what single aspect would you say needs to be changed in the trance or dance scene?
Just maybe not changed, but more people should do music, that's it. That's what I think will improve the scene and make it bigger. That's it.
Excellent. Thank you, guys.
Thank you very much.
And quickly, if you could just do, hey, this is Infected Mushroom, and you're listening to Amplified Radio.
Okay. Hi, I'm Duvdev.
I'm Erez.
And we are Infected Mushroom.
You're listening to Amplified Radio.
Radio.